as we cry out for downpour. And I'm going to tell you something, I believe it's coming. You know why? Because I believe the truth is we are thirsty. And if the only thing we have to do, James, as much as I understand, the only thing we have to do is just go, I am thirsty. I believe that God placed it on my heart to tell you that as it comes, and it will, if we'll own our thirst, it will. If we'll be willing to stop telling what it has to look like, it's coming, it's coming. But we must be prepared in advance for scoffers. I want to say that again. We must be prepared in advance for scoffers. I want you to look at one another and say, be prepared for scoffers. And here's the thing. The unbelieving world scoffing is not going to bother us that much. We're used to them thinking that we are idiots. Can we just own that one? I mean, we're used to that. Of course they think that. We've got that one down. That's not what's going to bother us so much. What's going to bother us, and I believe that God is saying, get prepared for it so you know in advance it's coming, so when it does happen, you are not all disturbed and all rocked by it, but it's going to come from some in our own Christian realm, our own brothers and sisters. We're going to have people that are honestly going to want to debate and argue with us about awakening and downpours. It's like, well, what do you want here? They're going to say, that's not the way it should look. You know what, dude? I'm just asking you, are you thirsty? Are you hungry? I can't think of the way to the semantics to get it like you want it. But I will say to you, I'm just thirsty and I'm hungry. But there'll be scoffers, and they will be the far bigger threat, the one within our own brothers and sisters, our own family of God, far, far more demoralizing. And yes, it will come from bullies, and yes, it will come from the mean-spirited. And I want to tell you, I've learned so many things. I could have spent the whole evening on what I've learned from these two people. But they have lived something. They've taught me something over and over and over again, and I've watched them live it. James says all the time, you know what, just when people hate you, just love them. Just love them. You just keep loving them. When the more they hate you, you just keep loving them. You just keep loving them. Don't you get it in your mind that they cannot make you stop loving them. He said you just love them all the more. They hate you, you love them. You love them. Blessed are you. Blessed are you. We got to be ready. We got to be ready. We've got to be ready. What God began to show me is that it would not just come from the mean-spirited, the scoffers. I believe that God put on my heart, please test the spirit, pray and see if this is confirmed to you in prayer and in the study of the word. I believe that he placed it on my heart that the scoffers will have an alternative answer for everything, an alternative for every single thing we see. There'll be an alternative. They will not see it as the hand of God. An alternate answer. Unity will be called defection. Brokenness will be called instability. Grace will be called compromise. And the genuinely prophetic will be called false teaching. You see, if this does not happen. And because of those things, defection, instability, compromise, and false teaching, because those things will be simultaneously in effect, you and I, who are believing God for a vivid downpour of his spirit and recognize it as it comes, we will have to be taking the risk of being lumped in with the ones that really are defecting, unstable, compromising, and false. And it will be hard for us because we don't want to be mixed up with them. We want to say over and over again, no, ours is the truth. Listen, people are not convinced by us going, no, we're really true here. We're really true here. That does not work.